Well, it's been a week or so since I've added to my copper hoard and looked for a few wheat pennies. I'm going to do this today and see what we find. I just got this new rock tumbler here. Not new, believe me. This was the one that Moses used, I believe. It was filthy when I bought it. In fact, when I hooked up this thing, I plugged it in immediately and it did turn. But then when I got it all together, it wouldn't turn because it was just sludgy and just I cleaned it up. Now it's a clean machine, but I think it'll turn now. Maybe not yet. I still got to work on it. It's frustrating. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to take 50 of the zinc pennies and 50 of the copper tip pennies, and I'm going to put them in this guy after this hunt. And I'm going to put a little bit of grit and stuff in there and let them run for several hours and just see what we come up with. I'm looking forward to seeing what the difference is between the zinc and the copper, and I'm going to weigh each one and see if they lose much weight in this thing. I'll probably tumble them for about 3 hours. Well, sadly, there was no wheat penny ender, but there is this dirty 2009 memorial. All right, let's get this thing started and see what we can find. Like usual, I'm looking for at least 10 wheat pennies and 3 pounds of copper. That's what I shoot for. We'll see if we get it. This is the first roll, and I like it when they come out like this. I mean, I don't know how many of them are going to be copper, but, at least most of them don't look like they're brand new, and that's a good sign. Hopefully they'll all be like this. This first one is the old... ooh, that's dirty. 2009. Maybe we'll tumble this guy. I think we will. Well, the first roll got 13 copper pennies. If we can keep that up, we're well over 3 pounds. Look at that one. That is a rough one. I knew it was copper, though. You could just feel it. We're going to take 50 of these and 50 zincs and see what the old tumbler does. That'll be a video after this video, probably. This is my third roll, and we come to the first wheat penny. That's good. $0.01. I call them pennies, but they're cents, actually. There's an 83. I guess we'll weigh that guy. He looks zinc, but we'll weigh it. Yep. $59. If only he was a wheat. No. There's a brown 2001. We'll make that one of the 50 that we tumble. Look, he's in good shape, but he's just brown. Now here's the fourth roll in our first Canadian. It is a 12-sided, which means it's from 82 to 96. It's an 85. 98% copper. Oops. Copper. Still pretty early on, roll 6, and here's wheat penny number 2, 1940, Philadelphia. Nice looking coin. I think 15 copper pennies is the most I've had in a roll yet, which is pretty doggone good. I was getting to the end of this row. I'd only found 4 copper pennies, but to make up for it, I find wheat penny number 3. 1948. Is that a D? Yeah. 1948D. All right, number 3. 82. I'll weigh that guy. He's copper. I've weighed every one of my 83s so far, and you can guess. This is the 11th row, and there's wheat penny number 4. So it's going pretty good. It's an 83. Let me get. We'll weigh it. 2.5. Another 83. Another 2.5. I remember something about the 84. I can't even think of what it is offhand. One of you all might tell me. I believe that says 81. I'll weigh it. It's copper. Those that look like that, they've got 2 colors, like they're always zinc. At least every time I've found them look like that. $82. It's copper. Sometimes I throw them in the jar, but right, the scale was on, so I thought I'd weigh it. After about a minute, my scale goes off. Well, this is like the 16th row, and there's wheat penny number 5, so that's cool. I'm halfway home for my 10. I'd say the copper is well within the 3-pound goal I'm looking for. Very cool. Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 more before the end of the first half, and I won't be under so much pressure on the stretch home. That pressure to get 10 wheat pennies. I have a question for you guys, the coin roll hunt on the southern border of the United States. Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. You guys at coin roll hunt, do you find Mexican coins? I'd be curious to know that. I'm so disappointed in myself. A couple of years ago, I went to Texas with a friend, and I mean, we were right on the border from Brownsville to Big Bend National Park. I mean, that's a long way. I didn't get any stop and get coins. Unreal. This was probably 2019, I think. I believe it was the year before the big COVID stuff. But anyway, just curious if any of you guys find. I believe that says 76. Let's weigh it. Yeah, cool. I'd love to hear from you if you find very much, if any. I hear my wife vacuuming. We've got company coming tomorrow. While my wife's cleaning, she just brought this in to me and said she found it under a chair. It looks like it's been painted, I guess. Man, does that say 1986? Oh, it's so hard to tell. Yeah, I believe it does. 1986. Well, you know, as long as we're at it, let's throw this guy in the box where the rock tumbler is going to go. We'll see what happens with that. Very end of the 19th roll, there is Canadian penny number 2, 1982. It was the first year of the 12-sided. There's 2 Canadians now. Cool. I'm in the second half. I didn't find that buffer wheat penny in the first half, so I've got the pressures on to find 5 in this half. But take a look at this. This is cool. I love finding these. This one's Alaska. Is that cool? I love that. Somebody probably made a bunch of these and was selling them as souvenirs for $1 or something in Alaska visitors. That's pretty cool. Definitely save that one. You know times are really getting tough. Hold on, there's an 83. Let me weigh it. It looks coppery, but it ain't. Anyway, my sign that know how tough times are getting. I haven't found a dime in my roll of pennies in a long time. That means people are really tightening that belt when you can't find a dime in a roll of pennies every now and then. This is the 8th roll in the second half, and I still don't have my number 6 wheat penny, so it's starting to get a little nervy. But here's the 1972 Canadian copper. That's 3 of them now. I got the 5 pretty early on in the first half. It felt pretty good. But now we're moving well into the second half, and we haven't got to number 6 yet, so who knows? $59. The 9th roll in had 6 1982s, and all of them were copper. No wheat penny. But I also got a nice looking 2009 there too. The 11th roll in the second half, and here is my 4th Canadian penny. 85, 12-sided variety. Still no wheat penny. I tell you, am I going to even get 6? $12 rolls I've gone through now in the second half, and here's my 5th Canadian penny, copper penny. I'm getting a lot of copper, and here's my 6th Canadian, but no wheat penny. Boy. This is my 15th roll in the second half, and there is Canadian penny number 7, all copper. All of them have been copper. 10 rolls to go, and still no wheat penny in this half. I don't think I'm going to get my 10, so I feel real confident. I'm well over my 3 pounds. $82. I found another 2009, but no wheat penny, and only 5 rolls to go. I can't hardly believe it. I sure would have thought I'd have got 1 or 2. Just 3 rolls to go after this roll, and here is my 8th Canadian Another one of the 12-sided. 1989. It's more copper than I usually get. I mean, more Canadian than I usually get here in the Louisville area. But, man, I can't believe I've gone this long without a wheat penny. The first half, I got the first 5, relatively quickly. Still had, seems like at least 10 rolls to go or somewhere around there. And not another one since. But the copper's been good, I'll have to say that. 83, let's weigh that guy. You hear that zinc sound? I'm sure I have well over 3 pounds. I don't think I have 4, but I would venture to say I have more than 3.5, which is pretty good. That's all right. Another 83. Zinc. I just knocked my Canadian penny stack over. $82. 3 more rolls. Well, this is the last roll. I'll still just have the 5 wheat pennies. That's pretty wild. Pretty surprising. Never would have guessed that. Well, it sure ain't happening. Wow. If it says 82. If it's a 9. Oh, look, it's unbelievable. Number 6. Last roll. I haven't had one in a lot of rolls, I'll tell you. 1946D. Wow. Unreal. 6 sweet pennies. $83. Let's weigh that last one, I guess. It's zinc. Copper. Copper. That's it. 6 sweet pennies. And I think it was 8 Canadian, all of them copper. I also got the pretty cool Alaska. That's pretty neat. Those are fun. Well, let me weigh the 82s, and I'll get them with today's copper and see how close we get to 4 pounds. Well, how about that? I am right at 4 pounds. That's pretty cool. I had some good rolls there. I had 18 in one roll, so that makes up a lot for the few rolls that you get that are under 9. Anyway, that's really cool. I got my 4 pounds. I did get 6 wheat pennies, 8 copper Canadian. A couple of the 2009, I got that Alaska penny. Pretty good box. I'm not complaining at all. At all. I'm going to get my 50 counted out of these and then 50 from the zinc. And that's going to be what I'm going to use to tumble and see what they come out like. We'll see you guys in the next one. Probably the penny tumbling will be the next one.